French Bulldogs are popular, as I've discussed in a recent video. They are currently number 2 on both the English Kennel Club's and the American Kennel Club's popularity list based on registrations. And they are certainly among the most seen dogs on this channel. And generally speaking, Frenchies make great pets. They were bred to be. But they do come with perhaps more than their fair share of caveats. Let's discover 5 reasons you should think twice about adopting a French Bulldog. All dogs potentially suffer from resource guarding, which, as the name implies, is a behavioral issue that sees the dog guard objects by not allowing dogs or humans to come near the item in question. This is particularly prevalent in French Bulldogs. Many resources indicate that resource guarding, such as food aggression, is one of the primary reasons why people feel the need to surrender their dogs. They don't always bite as a direct result of it, but even the warning and barking is enough to throw people off. And it's not hard to understand why. Dogs most often tend to guard their food. That's why it's sometimes called food aggression. But they can also protect their humans, toys, beds, or even their favorite spot on the couch. Resource guarding can be tough to deal with. And if you don't start conditioning your dog to improve their behavior, it can lead to some bigger problems later. It's not something that just goes away, and for many, it would require professional intervention. Understanding that this behavior is prevalent in French Bulldogs allows you to intervene early on. Perhaps the number 1 reason to avoid adopting a Frenchie pup is health issues. The very thing that makes Frenchies look so unique makes them vulnerable to many health problems. Breathing problems, issues with heat, issues with being too cold, eye problems, and spinal disorders abound with this breed. It's unfortunate, but true. And that really is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to some of the problems the French Bulldogs are faced with every single day. The manner in which they're bred tends to have something to do with that. But whatever the case may be, it's still heartbreaking. They aren't necessarily guaranteed to die young, but accepting that it's a possibility needs to be high on your list of things to do. You also must accept that you will be spending a lot of money at the vet. It's part of owning the breed. If you can't afford to spend possibly thousands of dollars per year on a dog, the French Bulldog is likely not the dog for you. Also, because of these breathing and overheating issues, the breed and other brachycephalic dogs like the Pug, Boston Terrier, and Pekingese are banned from most commercial airline flights. It's charming to hear a Frenchie snore from time to time, but it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. Due to the breathing issues just noted, snoring is an incredibly common occurrence in French Bulldogs. It's an issue that can be resolved through surgery, adding to the vet bills, but if you're a light sleeper, then this is a serious factor to take into consideration. If you go ahead with it, keep an eye on the reverse sneezing, irritation of the soft palate too, which is pretty common. They're not fond of being left alone, so having your Frenchie sleep in another room is often out of the question. Are you grossed out easily? If so, you might want to look for another dog. Because Frenchies can be pretty disgusting, particularly when it comes to flatulence. We're on the same wavelength as snoring here, because Frenchie farts are about as common as you'd expect. And it doesn't matter if you've got a little guy or a little girl. They all fart, a lot. Finding the perfect diet can help in regards to the smell, but in terms of the actual act itself, you'll probably be dealing with it throughout the course of your dog's lifetime. This may sound like an incredibly silly entry, but in the first few weeks, it'll quickly become evident that they're a little bit gassier than most pups. If the dog grosses you out just a little, then it will definitely be an issue. Before I get to the last reason, I'd like to take a moment to invite you to my new blog. It's called Really Cute Dog Costumes, and you can find it at reallycutedogcostumes.com. One word, no spaces. It's a blog where I find cute dog costumes for sale. Pretty self-explanatory, but it's fun. Are you interested in the French Bulldog because you believe that since it's a short-haired breed, it won't shed on your couch? Think again, because the Frenchie loses a lot of hair, and if you don't brush it away, they will be happy to do it by themselves on the carpet or on the couch. It also seems inevitable that the owners of the black French Bulldogs prefer white clothes and vice versa. The dog's hair will show. Is it a deal breaker? For some, yes. For others, no. But what might be a deal breaker is if you suffer from dog allergies. Like many breeds that slobber a lot, Frenchies are prone to give those that suffer allergies fits. See, it's not the hair you are allergic to, it's flakes of dead skin called dander and saliva. Your Frenchie is possibly a double whammy since skin issues are common with the breed as well. There's one way to know for sure: spend time with a breed before taking one home. Here are a few more videos for you to enjoy. Might as well crush that subscribe button while you're at it. And as always, catch you next time.